Hello friends, today is Tuesday, April 8th, 2025. This is your oracle reading of the day. I've been meditating a lot about this upcoming full moon in Libra because not only does it show us how we need to balance ourselves out. Okay, here we go. And the first card is Pisces. Yeah, we're balancing out a lot of things that are ending and beginning for us on Earth, and how it directly affects us, affects the way that we think in a higher type of way. We're adopting a higher minded philosophical view on a lot of things occurring, especially like in our emotional body, in our emotional awareness, in our auric field. The element of fire is coming in now with the heart chakra, the sacred flames of the eternal heart. This is actually, this feels very, okay, hold on. Hold that thought, Veronica. Scorpio energy coming in through the throat. So where I was going with that was that, it just feels so led by feminine principles and how we're allowing this heart chakra expansion, and by doing so we are being completely lit up. There's a fire lit in our souls, and it's graduating upwards and downwards to the tips of our fingernails, the bottoms of our feet, to the scalp underneath the hair on your head. Oddly specific. But for real, that's what this is saying right now. And to have the Scorpio transformative energy at the throat center, that's saying that the words matter. So make sure that you're getting them correct for the energy that's coming through for you. That was a reminder for me just now. And see, these things can be really translated in real time across the board. This is the type of energy that we're working with, okay? Sagittarius moon. This energy is, the word that came to mind was flighty, because they want to travel, they want to do, explore, but this is going to be, this type of energy is squaring Pisces, everything happening in Pisces, which is Saturn, Venus, Mercury, North Node, all together at once, shining down and affecting you in this real life. So this looks like a lot of illusions busting up, because you're focusing on firing up at your heart center. And that's really going to allow you to speak your mind and speak what's on your heart most specifically. Sagittarius doesn't really care what they say, just so long as they get their point across. And so honestly, this is telling you today that that's something that would behoove you. It would definitely benefit you to speak your mind and speak your heart. Do so in a very gentle way. You don't have to be forceful with your message. You don't have to worry that it won't be received in the correct way, because you're not speaking words truly, you're speaking with your frequency. And I feel called to draw one more card, and I'm going to pull it from my very first deck, which I'm very fond of. Oh, this one hopped. The sun. The sun is coming in and bathing you in this divine diamond rainbow plasma light. It's shining down, it's permeating planet Jupiter, and allowing us to notice time in a different type of way. So if it feels like you're in the right place at the right time, you are. Trust it, believe it, work with it, work with what you got. That's the most important part, is you showing up to shine your light And the only way that you can, because nobody else can, you know, we are all part of the same type of frequency. However, we transmit that frequency in a unique way. And that's why there's no competition in between healers, because there is a healer for every healer. And I just want you to know that you should be proud of yourself for getting this far and making it work for you, making it work for the people around you. But the fun isn't over. You know, we're having this Libra full moon on the 12th. I mean, that's right around the corner. And not to mention, but the sun will be conjunct Chiron at that time as well. So that's going to look like a lot of fiery heart expansion energy that comes from the depths of you, from lessons that, from lessons that, you know, you've learned and you've processed it, you've put it all together from start to finish. And that's one other thing that, you know, I was really thinking about earlier today, was how in order to express an intellectual message, one must be sure to tie it to the beginning, tie it to the origination of like the thought process. So if you're giving an explanation about astrology, for example, it's helpful to provide explanations on what the signs and planets energies can represent in your life. And I hope that my messages do reach you, because I have that ability to see those, like, pattern recognition in a way, just to put it as simply as possible. But today, shine that light, shine it from your heart out, and do it in like a fiery Sagittarius. The word that just came to mind is freedom. You know, free your heart, free your heart. Open the gates and allow the fanfare to enter. Have a great day.